Hello, my name is Alyssa Robbins, and we're going to talk about ocean acidification. And so first I'm going to start off by answering the two lab questions. And so the first one was to explain ocean acidification. And so what first happens is that pollution is put off by people, and that CO2, a third of it is absorbed into the water from the atmosphere. The CO2 reacts with the water, forming a carbonic acid, which releases hydrogen ions, and the more hydrogen ions, the more acid. So the more as this process happens, the more the oceans will acidify. The second question was, are you concerned about ocean acidification? And the chilling answer is yes. Because it does affect the wildlife, and that the majority of the earth is made of the ocean, so that doesn't sound very good to me. And particularly because the ocean creatures, a lot of them have shells that are calcium, the acidicness of the ocean dissolves their shells, and these creatures basically are the mice of the sea. A lot of different creatures feed on them, so if the food source is gone, then that doesn't do too much good for those creatures, and it doesn't do too much good for us. So let's get on into the experiment. So the first thing I did was made some of my own pH levels. So I boiled up some cabbage and made a pH base right here. And then in this one, I added half a cup of water and a little bit of vinegar. It didn't take a lot, and it turned this nice pretty pink, of course with the pH included in it first. Next, I did lemon juice, and it's of almost a red. It's nice and bright. This one is just a straight water pH indicator mixture, and you can see that it's not acidified and there's no base in there. This is seawater, and it's got, well, it had a blue tint, but after sitting there it's kind of taken on a green tint. This one's baking soda. It's got a nice pretty turquoise hue to that one. And this is the worst one, and it's the smelliest. This is ammonia. And that sucker went nice and green on me. Nice and green, that one. So that was lots of fun, playing with colors. It did take a while. Didn't know how long it would take if I tried to record that from beginning to end, so I opted out of it. But what I do have is my control cup of water, and the cup of water I'm going to add carbon to. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of the pH indicator to the water. Now I have my control. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Teaspoon. And there we go. Have another second cup of purple water. Not quite as dark because it said to use a cup instead of a half cup like I did on the other ones. Kind of think maybe I should add another teaspoon. But here we go. Very quickly, I can see it kind of take on a pink tint, kind of like the lemon juice. It's getting pinker. It's not pink yet, but it's getting pinker. going to get dizzy. Alright, so that was about 2 minutes. And if we look at the control, you'll see that it's a darker purple in front of this paper here. So we got this one here, it's kind of a pinky color. This one here is more of a darker purple. And you can see the difference. This one I added carbon through my breath and it acidified the water, just like pollution. And this one is the water normal. So there's definitely a color difference there, and that was only after 2 minutes. Alright, so that concludes my little experiment. Had a lot of fun making my colors here. I might use it for Easter eggs next year. We'll see. Thank you. Bye-bye.